Hey, welcome to Grandpa's Underworld. Tonight I'm going to do a special that I don't usually tell a lot of people about. I've got one prank that I done when I was younger, and I've got a couple original jokes. So, hope you're going to enjoy them. Don't forget, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscription button now, because we're going to have other content coming down the road. First off, I was about 16 years old and my aunt got me a job in a sewing machine, overall factory. And they had like 60 women in here, all sitting close together with most sewing machines. And I had to take these great big containers of material to them, and I ran them back and forth all around the shop, and they kept yelling at me and hollering. And about the second day there, I started getting kind of irritated. I realized these women were getting paid by how many they was making, but it's kind of treating me like dirt, or so I felt. So I had to go to the grocery store to find me something to take for my dinner. Well, back then we really didn't have any convenience stores that sold microwave sandwiches, about it, but they didn't have no delis. So I went into the grocery store and I was walking around there trying to figure out what for supper. What for dinner. I was walking down this one aisle and it dawned on me. I got me a can of Bolo dog food, and I got me a can of refried beans, and I took them back to the house and I switched the labels on them. I put some crackers in my dinner bucket with them refried beans and a can opener, and I think I had a few other things like some lifesavers and odds and ends, maybe a tater chip. Anyway, so next day at work, when dinner time came, they had a big long picnic table where most of these women sat at. So I sat down there on the very end trying to hide my dog food / refried beans. And I opened it up, and I made sure a couple of them seen me, and I could hear a couple of them going, "Charlie, he's eating dog food. Did you see that? He's eating dog food." So I went ahead and I took a few bites of cold refried beans. Is not that great anyway. You can only eat so many on a cracker. So I put them back in my dinner bucket, threw the lifesaver in my mouth, and I went out to my car. Took my dinner bucket with me. And I thought, man, I got a good one over on them. I was just so proud of myself. That was the greatest thing. That was the best prank I ever done. Well, the next day I come to work and one of the ladies hands me an envelope. I said, "What's this for?" And they said, "We want you to have this." So I looked in it and I said, "Thank you." I stuck it in my pocket. That night I counted it. There's over $213 in that stinking envelope. I felt like I was about 2 inches tall, and there's no way I could have told them old ladies that it was just a joke, because they would have had my head on a plate. So I had to put in my 2 weeks notice and move on down the road. It was a good prank and it went bad real fast. So, on to... Okay, don't try that at home. Next thing is, I had an old joke back when I started at one company years and years ago. It took 2 or 3 people to help me out with it because it wasn't a single person joke. But my lead person was in on it with me, and I said, "Hey," I had 3 or 4 people standing around. I said, "Man, my hemorrhoids are just killing me." My lead man said, "Oh, did you use some of that Preparation H I gave you?" I said, "Yeah, but that stuff tastes terrible." He said, "Well, you ain't supposed to eat it." I said, "Well, I sure wasn't going to use that nasal applicator it came with." Well, lo and behold, everybody in the shop believed that I ate Preparation H. I thought, man, do I gotta draw these people a picture? There's no way on earth anybody could eat that crap. It was supposed to have been a joke. Some people thought it was funny. So, anyway, here comes my last, but my pretty well best, original joke. I was in high school and they made us go out for lifetime sports. Well, we went bowling, we went playing tennis. Well, they finally took us out to the golf course. Well, I wasn't too impressed beating on a ball having to go chase it down. I wasn't good at it, didn't claim to be. You know, it took me probably 100 hits to get it down to the little green or whatever. And I was asking them what everything was, you know, trying to be interested. And they said, oh, this is a tee, and that's the hole there, or cup, and that's a flag that sits there. That's what you're aiming for, all that good stuff. And I had this little thing there, and he said, that's a ball washer. Okay. Going down the road, I told one of my buddies, I said, I'm going to go back up to the clubhouse and get me a soda pop. So I got back up there and I seen that thing. I thought, I'm going to try that ball washer out. It took 3 paramedics to get me off that thing. You have to be really, really tough to play golf. I don't advise it. Anyway, thanks for watching Grandpa's World. Have a good evening. Don't forget to hit the like button, submit all the other buttons too. Have a good night.